Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hafiz Muhammad Ridwan and my student ID is 2025103819.
My name is Lokman Hakim bin Rashidi. My student ID is 2025146507.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Lukman bin Leman. My student ID 2025507811.
Muhammad Azikri bin Muhammad Shukri. My student ID is 2025164164 and 967.
My name is Haris Ihsan bin Nur Azan. My student ID is 2025155501.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So we are going to present about cooling fan. So what the function of cooling fan? It will cool people by increasing the rate of sweat evaporation known as the wind chill effect. In computers, cooling fan will remove hot air from components such as the CPU and GPU. So preventing overheating and maintaining system performance. So we move to the introductions. What is the relation between cooling fan and thermal physics? When a laptop is operating, the CPU and GPU produce heat as electrical energy is converted into work. This heat is transferred from the processor to the heatsink through conduction. The cooling fan does not produce cool air. Instead, it helps move hot air out of the laptop. By rotating it, the fan converts electrical energy into mechanical energy, creating airflow that carries heat away from the system. So, we move to the key need to meet. So, key need a cooling fan must meet is the main need of a cooling fan is to remove hot air from inside the laptop and replace it with cooler air so that heat can escape efficiently. To meet this need, the cooling fan must produce strong and continuous airflow. It must push air through the narrow heatsink fins and prevent hot air from being trapped inside the laptop. By doing this, the cooling fan helps maintain safe operating temperature and prevents overheating. So, we move to who has this key need. This key need is especially important for users who use their laptops intensively, such as gamers and users who run heavy software generate more heat and require efficient cooling. It's also for people who work in a hot environment or use laptop for long hours, so depend on effective cooling fans, such as use it on a hot temperature like in our country, which is Malaysia. These users need a reliable cooling fan to ensure a stable performance and protect their laptop from damaging.
The problems faced are weak airflow as some surfaces are incompatible with the built-in cooling fan inside the laptop, inefficient fan rotation especially when buying second-hand laptops, as well as loud noises and strong vibrations as some fans that are made for cheap are often unnecessarily loud and vibrate too much for comfortable use. The frequency of these issues depends on the hardware and environment, but generally are faced semi-often on lower-end devices, especially when gaming or overusing one's laptop, and prolonged use of the laptop when it's overheating would cause serious damage to the CPU and GPU of the laptop.
What will happen if this need is not met? If this problem is not solved, the consequence can be serious. Firstly, the laptop may become permanently damaged, especially when used for heavy tasks such as gaming, video editing, or software that heavily use the CPU and GPU. Secondly, users may need to change thermal paste frequently to avoid performance loss. This increases maintenance costs and is inconvenient for normal users. In the worst case scenario, the laptop may force shutdown due to poor heat flow. This can cause data loss, interrupt work, and shorten the lifespan of the laptop. How big is this problem? Overheating is a serious issue for many laptop users. Firstly, when a laptop overheats, it can damage internal components such as the CPU and GPU. This problem becomes worse if users do not use any external cooling solution like a cooling fan. Secondly, laptop performance drops when the temperature increases. An overheated laptop may become slow, laggy, and unable to run applications smoothly. Third, high temperature can also damage the laptop battery. Most laptops use lithium batteries, and lithium batteries are very sensitive to heat. Continuous overheating can reduce battery life and cause long-term damage. This shows that laptop overheating is a big and common problem that affects many users.
What our product unique approach is, a copper plate help a laptop cooling fan work better by improving heat flow before the fan even start to remove the heat. It is because copper have very high thermal conductivity compared to other metals, meaning it can absorb heat quickly and spread it out. When a copper plate is placed between hot component and the cooling fan or a heatsink, it act, it will act as a heat spreader. Instead of heating being trapped in one place or one point, it flow across the whole plate because the heat is spread over large surface area. So the fan can now remove more heat efficiently. So obviously, when we have a more bigger surface, then the heat will release more easily and efficiently. Air blow over a large warm surface cool much better than blowing over one small spot. So we got three main problem before, which is the weak airflow, inefficient fan rotation, and also noise and vibration. So I found a solution for it, and these are the three solutions that I found. So for noise and vibration, we can use helic and serrated blade to reduce turbulence or noise, lower the noise. But this is because the helical and serrated blade are less friction that make less noise compared to other fan that we are testing out. The second one is use curved and or aerodynamic blade to push more air per rotation, which is we use four fan if we look at the blueprint, and by doing that, the the air gonna flow more efficiently to the heatsink or the copper plate, so the heat gonna spread more efficiently. For the third one is by applying an intelligent fan control or PWM, also known as sensor based. Fan will speed adjust automatically based on the temperature itself. So we're gonna put a sensor on a copper plate to detect the temperature of our laptop or any devices that compatible to use our fan, and it's gonna adjusting based on the temperature. Means the higher the temperature, the more faster the fan gonna spin and rotate for more heat release, so it's the better.
Next up are the technical issues to solve. First off, we have choosing a material for the fan blade so that it can be efficient yet silent. Another one is choosing a frame for the cooling plate. After that, we have to think of a design for the cooling fan so that it can be very versatile and be used by any laptop that is on the market. In summary, a high thermal conductive copper plate will help a lot by quickly absorbing and spreading the heat away from the CPU and GPU, thus preventing heat from being trapped in one spot. Another one is efficient heat spreading. By spreading the heat over a larger surface area, the system allows more heat to be removed by airflow, improving cooling efficiency. After that is an optimized fan rotation. An optimized fan rotation can help push air evenly across the copper plate, increasing convective heat transfer and carrying out heat out of the laptop faster. The final one is a lower operating temperature. A
A lower operating temperature means helps with better heat transfer and can help the laptop stay cooler, reducing thermal throttling and protecting internal components. All of that leads to a longer device lifespan and better performance because a stable temperature improves performance, reduces wear on parts, and extends the laptop's overall lifespan.